Welcome back. Animals have an uncanny ability to save us from impending doom. But what happens when the situation is reversed, when people power comes to the fore? It's all part of the story of beaching whales, one that has changed lives and keeps science guessing.
For centuries, whales and dolphins all over the world have embarked on a mysterious and deadly journey, stranding themselves in great numbers along stretches of coastline. It is a phenomenon that has baffled even the best scientific minds. One of the largest strandings occurred on a remote beach, 180 miles south of Western Australia's capital city, Perth. More than 60 false killer whales lay dead or dying.
They're not committing suicide, that's total nonsense.
We still cannot pinpoint a single reason, and we're still in the realm of theories.
To investigate this marine mystery, Animal X travels to the small seaside town of Augusta in Western Australia, where man and whale formed an amazing bond during an epic beach battle. Hundreds of people answered the SOS to save the whales. Senior Wildlife Officer David Mell coordinated the rescue effort.
2 a.m. walking through the sand dunes down onto the beach and seeing these black streamlined torpedoes rolling around in the surf was quite a sight. The animals were spread over an area of 5 kilometres.
As pictures were beamed around the world, people watched this tragedy unfold. Reporter Carolyn Bertram covered the story.
We found the baby of the pod. Now, it was obviously going to die. It was distressed and it was sick. The vet was on his way down to have a look at the animal. And I remember putting my hand on it and feeling it, breathing and looking at its spout. And I knew that I was going to be the last living thing that this creature ever touched in any way. And it was one of those experiences that I think will probably last a lifetime.
It is the kind of feeling that kept rescuers going as they nursed their wards in icy waters during an all-night vigil. 25 animals died well before whale experts could move the massive creatures to a town jetty several miles away. The sea turned black with bodies as board riders herded the whales 2 miles out. But then, as if on some mysterious, deadly cue, the pod turned back to shore.
We need the muscles working 1 whale at a time. Head first up the beach.
Rescuers turned to Professor Nick Gales, the veterinarian in charge of the animals, for answers.
But sometimes they come inshore and it might be chasing food, as was probably the case here, but they came in during a bit of a storm or following a big storm and got into an area where there was a bit of a trap and all of their ability to navigate as a group and everything was threatened.
Another theory, one of the most popular, is that the bond between whales is so strong that when a sick animal strands, its friends follow.
They're a group of animals that will always try and survive, but the fundamental part of a social group like that is staying together. So when some get into trouble, the others do.
Back in Augusta, 5 more whales died before the pod was finally coaxed back out to sea. But in the last tragic twist, another 24 animals were discovered so sick they had to be put down. Despite that, scientists believe good does come from these bizarre mass strandings.
People standing waist deep in freezing cold water for hours and hours and hours, and their sole objective was to actually try and assist an animal in distress.
And one thing rescuers can be sure of. While science can't and may never be able to pinpoint why mass strandings happen, they will be once again called on to save the whales.
The mysterious tales of the animal world continue to fascinate and perplex us. After all, it's said there are stranger things in heaven and earth than we can think of. You've just seen some of them on Animal X.